Four. Or four. Or four. Which one do you prefer? Four. For rival fans watching, I'm sorry. I mean, you were expecting Liverpool not to go to the Champions League, but the future or our own fate is right in our hands, and it looks like we'll be playing Champions League football at Anfield next season. I mean, if you had told me that in the penultimate game of the season, we would still be in a run for Champions League places as far back as March, I would have argued it. I mean, we lost 6 games in a row. We were drawing games, like I mean, unnecessary games against Leeds United and of course Newcastle. Thank God that Leicester slipped. Leicester, they will take comfort in their FA Cup win, and if they don't get Champions League football, that's it. But us, we lost a title-winning centre defense pairing of Joe Gomez and of course the world best defender in Virgil van Dijk. We lost Matip as well. We started playing with rookie defenders. This guy had only gotten top flight football in Stuttgart for like 6 months. Rhys Williams had never played top flight football before. Kabak, who has been on a terrible run at Schalke 04, but was probably their brightest star. We had to bring him on low, who played comfortably, in our side and was getting a very good partnership with Phillips. It was a whole lot going on throughout what I would personally call a turbulent season. But to think that in the penultimate game of the season we had to play Burnley to qualify for Champions League, or to actually be in top six for the qualification of Champions League next season, was a very, very big ask without our best centre defenders. I was scared, not even after the performance against West Brom where Alisson had to bail us out. It was looking like a game that was going to be very tough, like the stadium sounds. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we ran out 3-0 winners. The first half was really what we expected. But guys, you hear much about it in my reaction. Thank you so much for switching on for today's episode of my Liverpool Games. Stay tuned, guys. The lineup. So as expected, Kurt Jones started in place of Jenny Whitenager in the last game, but this time around, the same backline that started the game against West Brom and Manchester United, this started this game in the middle of the pack. Gini Wijnaldum replaced Curtis Jones alongside Thiago and of course Fabinho. Then our regular front three remained the same in the absence of Diogo Jota, who we are hearing is probably out of the season. But at the same time, I'm hearing that he's probably going to appear in the Palace game next week at Anfield. Well, first half, it looked like that game again where we'll lose also chance. It was barely 5 minutes. Mane had lost a chance already after an amazing cross from Alexander Arnold. And Salah, of course, lost one-on-one again. Thiago lost another one-on-one. It looked like that game that we're heading for a draw. Then they were targeting us on second balls. I don't understand why. Maybe because of the central defense pairing. Yeah, these guys were tested against West Brom and were exposed at the point in time. The same thing will happen here. First half, we were losing all the second balls, and Burnley tried as much as possible to get their rhythm going, but they disrupted our flows like a whole lot, and we did not see anything to play. But shortly before halftime, who else? The man on from Firmino, Bobby Firmino. This man before Manchester United game had not scored in 15 league games, and he got a brace against Manchester United. This time around, he popped up with the goal after that amazing cross from Robertson. This guy just. If Nick Pope had started that game for Burnley, trust me, he would have been prime Buffon in all honesty. But thankfully, he did not start the game. And this their debutant keeper Norris, considered that goal from Bobby Firmino, who just struck the ball one time to put us 1-0 ahead going into halftime. In the second half, we came out. That was showing that Burnley were already losing focus at the back, and they were getting exposed more and more. So we took advantage of that. Before you know, we went 2-0 ahead, and that Phillips, that was his first senior goal. Imagine, he scored that header. If you look at the game against West Brom, this guy was the one that was trying to win the header before Alisson scored that header, yeah? So he eventually got his goal, his first goal for Liverpool, and his first goal in his senior career. He did put the ball past Norris as well, and we started cruising, and it was looking like that game we were going to eventually win to qualify for Champions League next season. Yeah, at the other end of the line, he was being a monster, heading the ball. I barely lost any header. I'm not sure I've seen a game where now Phillips has actually lost any header before. Yeah, he's always going for it, but he lacks space and we play a very high line defense, so that's a worry. But at the end of the day, he does the job. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Personally, everybody cannot be Van Dijk. That's what I believe. Everybody cannot be Van Dijk. Van Dijk reads the game. He anticipates the game even before the striker does. Before the striker gets the ball. Yeah. But others, they actually just mop the job at the end of the day when they would have done what they would have done while anticipating. But this time around, if they don't have the anticipation, they can have the defensive duties to worry about. And these guys did exceptionally well. The person of not Phillips, he cleared another ball off the line. I was thinking the ref was going to look at it, but if that goal had gone in, it would probably be a very, very, very tough end to the game for us. But it did not go in luckily. But this guy has 2 goal clearances in 3 games now and a goal and also an assist. He has done so well. It was our player of the month in April, and I'm seeing him contesting for that again this month. Rhys Williams, on the other hand, had an amazing performance. He did play very, very well. There were shaky moments, obviously, but it was more noticeable in this game than it was against Manchester United, which means that Burnley worried us more than Manchester United did worry us. That's the truth. Yeah, he did, and he did very, very well. He was heading the ball, he was clearing. It was very, very, very. It was a very good test of his own abilities, and hopefully I think that we should loan him next season and he will get better also by playing consistently, because the more games he plays, the more better he gets. That's not Phillips for you. Every game that Phillips plays, you just keep wondering how better can this guy keep on getting, going into the future. Robertson, on the other hand, of course, had 2 assists during the course of the game. Alisson kept a clean sheet, of course, and is getting back to the form that we know him to before he had that injury and he lost his form and all. Alexander-Arnold, on the other hand, he kept things very, very tidy. He really went forward. I think that was very intentional from Klopp, and I think Klopp is learning now. He plays to, he doesn't just play out the game the same way. He plays based on the opposition that he's playing against. And Alexander-Arnold did not go forward too much during the course of this game. He supported the defense, in his own way, and it was very, 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 very good and accomplished performance from the young Englishman. Now, in the center of the pack, Firmino had a shocker of a game, yeah, and I'm glad that Klopp trusted Nat Phillips and Rhys Williams to start this game. If Firmino had started that game, I'm pretty sure we'll probably have lost or drawn that game, because he would probably have had that shaky moment. And imagine him having that shaky moment in defense, probably lead to a penalty to Wood or to Westwood or someone else. You understand? But I think he had a shocker of the game, and hopefully he's going to get back in form against Crystal Palace in the last game of the season. Thiago, on the other hand, seems to get better by the day. We are seeing the Thiago that we actually bought from Bayern. This guy was Champions League final man of the match performer, and he's been playing and getting better. He doesn't collect those yellow cards anymore, and he's settling into the side. And imagine us having a full strength side. You guys will enjoy football. His passes, his vision, everything seemed to be very, very sublime, and yesterday was not short of such performance. Gini Wijnaldum, on the other hand, in all honesty, I cannot wait to see his back. I'm hearing that he will probably still sign the contract. I don't want him to sign the contract, in all honesty. I just want him to go. He has served us, he has gotten us league titles, he's gotten us Champions League, Club World Cup. He has paid his dues as a Liverpool player. He has paid his dues as a Liverpool player. Sorry, he has paid his dues as a Liverpool player, and he has been rightly rewarded, with handsome pay during the course of his time in Liverpool. The genuine love from the fan base. But every story has an end, and I think it's high time Gini Wijnaldum leaves the club for people like Curtis Jones to come on, to take a place in the side, and people like Marco Grujic, who is on loan this season at Porto, who played excellently well during the course of this season, needs to come and start playing for us, in Liverpool. So Gini Wijnaldum will probably your last away game for Liverpool, and let's see what the summer is going to unfold. Sadio Mane, he played this game and got an assist. That was an amazing cross, for Nat Phillips, and I really hope that Sadio Mane keeps, this kind of form going. Yesterday there was a lot of selfless play in front of the front three, especially between Salah and Mane, And we're wondering, like, if Salah was not going to score, he doesn't want to score, you know. But at the end of the day, that's the type of performance that we want. That's the type of performance we saw in 2017-2018 season. And we want more of that. He got an assist and he did very, very well. Bobby Firmino, as I said earlier, the score, you know, the first goal of the game, and you know, it shows why it's very important to this Liverpool side. If only we can get a top 9 and play Firmino at the 10, I would not mind. Firmino, I'm pretty sure he would not mind as well. Salah, I mean, Harry Kane did not score earlier in the day. I would expect Salah to score during the course of the day. It would be selfish to try to score, but Salah was just more of the team performance, and that was very, very surprising and shocking personally, and I would love to see more of that from Salah. I mean, selfless playing as much as he's thinking of golden boot, he's also thinking of you know, the team qualifying for Champions League as well, knowing that he cannot try to lose many chances against Burnley, and you know, he could have gotten a goal or two, but I mean, it is what it is. He did not get it. Moving on to Crystal Palace, I hope he gets a brace, and so that we can qualify for Champions League and at the same time winning the golden boot. Win-win situation. Yes, Oxlade Chamberlain did come on as a sub, and you know, he looked very sharp, and injuries has been, you know, hampering his performance for Liverpool since he got to Liverpool. Apart from his first 2 seasons in Liverpool, his first season in Liverpool, I'm not sure he had really kicked on, but I mean, the summer is coming, we'll probably just push some dead wood out of the club, but that was a very, very brilliant goal, brilliant technique, and he got his goal and we won 3-0. Anyways, overall, my man of the match, I mean, kudos to Robertson, who got 2 assists, Firmino for getting the goal, Sadio Mane assist, but man, I have to give it to Nat Phillips. Nat Phillips, he scored an header, he cleared one off the line, monstrous performance, blocks and, you know, aerial drills winning. That was amazing performance, I have to give it to him. Man of the match, of course, goes to Nat Phillips. Yeah, it was a very good performance. So hopefully we'll see more of that against Crystal Palace in the last game of Royalty's managerial career. All road leads back to Anfield for the last game of the season. You all remember how we qualified for Champions League back then, where Gini Wijnaldum scored the winning goal against Middlesbrough. Yeah, this is exactly how it's going to happen this time around. I think that we're going to win Crystal Palace and we'll win comfortably. I'm seeing a Salah goal, of course, to win golden boot, and of course, I'm also seeing that will probably be some last Anfield performance for some people like Gini Wijnaldum. What a befitting way to also end Royalton's managerial career. I mean, this man has been coaching for 45 years. He could Liverpool at the point in time. I remember 2010 to early 2011. That's probably one of my lowest moments as a Liverpool fan. He did coach Liverpool, and I hope he gives us a parting gift by qualifying for the Champions. I mean, they have nothing to play for, and I'm sure Benteke will want to ruin our party because they've been scoring in successive games now. But hopefully, we'll not ruin our party, and we would qualify for Champions League football. Salah is going to win golden boot, and everybody will be happy. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode of my Liverpool Games. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification. Guys, follow me on Twitter on This09. Follow me on Instagram, Anfield Bloodline. I'll see you guys again after the game against Crystal Palace. I mean, the fans are going back to the stadium. I'm hearing that 10,000 fans will be in the stadium this time around. Now let's roar at Anfield. See you guys. Love you.